Hey, you guys, this is Nina. Welcome back, Love Nation. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you all for coming to my channel. This is going to be a complete mess. I'm probably going to spend about 20 minutes, 10 minutes each, talking about Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard, as well as the ASAP Rocky arrests. Make sure you like this channel, become a family member of this channel, and if you are watching this live, again, thank you for coming on. I just want to say that today was messy. And let's just get into Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard first. In my opinion, in my own opinion, I honestly feel that Johnny Depp and Amber Heard were involved in a very toxic relationship. He admitted truthfully that he has had an opioid problem in the past, and Amber Heard has had her share of addictions, according to Johnny, which includes ecstasy, um, as well as other drugs. And just to recap for you guys, they've been divorced for a few years. She wrote an op-ed in 2018, which basically involved Johnny, okay? It didn't say Johnny, but basically what it said was that Johnny Depp, in a nutshell, is an abusive, lying, manipulative person that basically was doing a lot of stuff to her behind the scenes. At the key points of the Me Too movement going on, this information basically has been detrimental to Johnny Depp's um, livelihood. He has not really been able to work in Hollywood since this happened. And it's created a lot of issues for Johnny, and it's basically hurt his career. And like I said, the whole thing has just been seeming to be toxic. There's been a lot of he said, she said, and Johnny was the one that really suffered from this. And like I said, there has been so many facets of this situation. I've been watching this trial. It's strange that neither one of them have ever been charged, but you know, she's called herself a victim of DV. She's put out a restraining order against him. She has said that he has been verbally, physically, emotionally doing things to him that has basically hurt her to a point where um she had to sue him. Now, why she didn't try to get him arrested, I don't know. That has not come up yet. But just to give you guys a quick rundown of what's going on with this really sad, toxic case. Johnny Depp is 58 years old. He sued Amber Heard, who was 35, for defamation after her 2018 op ed, which was put in the Washington Post, in which she called herself a victim of DV. If you can recall, May of 2016, Amber Heard filed for divorce as well as a restraining order alleging that Johnny Depp had actually put his paws on her. Johnny Depp is now suing for defamation because he's saying that she has damaged his career as well as his reputation in Hollywood. Heard has denied being the one that has done this to Johnny Depp, putting her hands on him, and she's countersuing him for $100 million for this case. His lawyers has called BS on the situation. There's about 100 or so spectators being allowed to come into this courtroom. The court is in Northern Virginia. Johnny Depp has been on the stand now for about a day and a half. The first day he has denied ever putting his paws on Amber Heard, and he has told the jury members about several arguments that has turned physical during their relationship leading up to their wedding in February of 2015, and as well as physical incidents that transpired afterwards. His lawyers has also showed photos of Johnny Depp having bruises and lacerations on his face, which he said his security guard actually took the pictures of him soon after the altercation involving Amber Heard. Another photo showed scratches on his face that he said happened during a following confrontation. And like I said, this is some of the stuff that has been coming out during this trial. The courtroom has also heard multiple audio clips from Johnny Depp in which he is heard arguing with Amber Heard. Johnny Depp has revealed that he was the one that started the recordings of their arguments. And in one case, Amber Heard was heard criticizing him for locking himself in the bathroom when they started to fight. In another, Amber Heard was told Johnny Depp that he was being a baby and grow the F up after he said that she had put her hands on him. So again, this is the back and forth going on between them. Johnny Depp has said once when he was trying to restrain Amber Heard, she started to put her hands on him. She accused him of headbutting her and breaking her nose. He said when he later checked the red Kleenex, she said it was blood on it. It was actually nail polish. And around the spring of 2016, when he had finally decided he wanted to get a divorce, Johnny Depp had actually said he was shocked to find human fecal matter on his side of the bed. Utterly, utterly disgusting. Amber Heard later told him it was the dog. He said, but it felt that situation was highly unlikely. The actor has said his relationship started to fall apart about 18 months into the marriage. They've they started dating in 2001 after meeting on the set of Rum Diary. He said that Amber Heard started to get upset about small things, such as a break in her usual routine, and then suddenly he felt he was wrong about everything. They would have long and winding arguments, he said, where he felt he could not explain himself or get a word in edgewise. He said he was sent into a tailspin of confusion as well as depression. He said it was a rapid fire of an endless parade of insults. He said that she made him feel like a fool. He was having difficulty in his mind trying to evaluate the situation with the barrage of questioning. He said eventually he felt like he was in a relationship with his mother, which he realized did sound kind of perverse. But he echoed that as he was on the witness stand about how his mother traumatized him when he was a child as she was lashing out on him physically and, lashing out on his siblings as well. He said he could not take the endless circle, and it continued to escalate and escalate and escalate through his youth, and he felt like Amber Heard was again bringing back those painful memories in his marriage as an adult. And so this is basically what Johnny Depp has been testifying to. He's been basically saying that Amber Heard has just been hurting him continuously throughout the marriage. And this is why he felt the need to let go of this marriage. Also, to recap, Johnny Depp on a stand, he said he had to lock himself in the bathroom during these times because it seemed like Amber Heard had a pure hatred for him. He said, if I stayed to argue, eventually I was sure it was going to escalate into us putting our hands on each other. And he felt that even when he didn't lock himself in the bathroom, oftentimes his worst nightmare came true because she did put her hands on him. He said that he felt her frustrations, her anger, her rage. She would begin to strike him on his face, and all he could do was shove her away from him. But then it would continue into the TV remote being thrown at his head, or also in one case, a glass of wine shattered in his face. And he said the lowest moment of his life happened in 2014 when Amber Heard would not give him his medication while he was going through detox for opioid addiction, even though he was begging, pleading, and crying for it. Eventually, Johnny said he was able to convince her that he needed to go through the detox process alone. Also, the jury today heard the ghastly and grisly story of when Johnny Depp cut his finger during an injury he said he sustained in Australia March of 2015 while filming the fifth installment of the Pirates of the Caribbean movie. Johnny Depp said that Amber Heard became furious after a conversation with one of his lawyers about a post nuptial agreement they did not sign, and he locked himself in a bathroom as she was banging on the door, screaming profanities at him and wanting to have a physical altercation. Johnny Depp said that even though he had been sober for a while, he was so distraught and angry that he eventually left the bathroom and poured himself multiple shots of vodka. He said that when Amber Heard found him, she started screaming at him again about him drinking and threw the bottle of vodka in his direction that severed the tip of his middle finger on his right hand. This allegation is one that Amber Heard has actually denied vehemently. Johnny Depp also told jurors today that he went into shock and started writing on the walls in his own blood, referencing lies Amber Heard had told him in the past. He felt like he was going through a complete nervous breakdown, and he felt that was the closest to having a nervous breakdown that he had ever felt in his entire life. His lawyers apologized to the jury for the gruesome pictures of Johnny's hand injury in which he lost his fingertip. Johnny Depp described the painful recovery from the grotesque injury that the doctors just happened to be able to save his finger. He said also during that day, Amber Heard tried to use his childhood trauma against him, calling him an awful and terrible father, and it sent him into a monumental tailspin. When he tried to spend time with his children, he has a daughter and son with his ex, Vanessa Paradis. He said, I could hardly ever go and see my kids and spend time with them because she had to have me there with her all the time to fulfill her own selfish needs. Once you realize that that's happening and there are hassles between the children and her, the situation got more and more grim, more and more dire. During this, Amber Heard's lawyers also said that during Johnny Depp's worst time, such as when there were impairments such as drugs or alcohol involved, the monster would come out. Johnny Depp said today that he would only use that term to placate Amber because he didn't want to go back and forth with her for 45 minutes about whether he was a monster or not, and that she used that term even when he was sober. Johnny Depp also added that their relationship affected his substance abuse. He said that the more time that Amber Heard argued with him, the more he needed to be numbed by substances because of their constant clashes. Johnny said in court today, I've had to have something to distance me and distance my heart from her endless verbal attacks. Being placated through alcohol and other things was a placation and the best route to pursue because he felt like he was unable to escape her clutches otherwise. And when he was asked why would he stay in a relationship with her? Johnny Depp said it was complicated. He continued to use his past to analyze his actions. He said somehow it's related to his father remaining stoic as his mother would put her hands on him and his siblings, or for no other reason. It was because he had actually ended a 14-year relationship with his baby mama, Paradis, Vanessa Paradis, right before he started dating Amber Heard and didn't want another relationship to completely fail. In addition, Johnny Depp was concerned about Amber Heard's well being. He said that she has spoken of wanting to take her own life more than a few times, and for that, he did not want to leave Amber Heard. It also became a factor, according to Johnny Depp, that sometimes in the back of your mind, you have fear that would not leave you mentally, fear that if you left, that somehow if you stayed around, everything would be better. He said that the many times he thought he should leave, Amber Heard would cry or scream or tell him that she could not live without him. Her life was over, as was heard by security guards in his camp. He felt that if he stayed with Amber, that Amber maybe could get better. He didn't want her to not live or end her life. Johnny Depp also denied vigorously that He put his hands on her after she mocked his tattoo that said Wino forever. He got a tattoo of Winona Ryder after they had been dating in the early 90s, in which Amber Heard made fun of. He did later get the tattoo changed to say Wino forever, which is a slang term for somebody that uses a lot of alcohol. They're called a wino. And he said that she would often make fun of him because he had that tattoo of Winona Ryder. And later he actually did admit he did get a tattoo of Amber Heard. So this is the recap. Johnny Depp's very detailed uh court. And I just want to say this about Johnny Depp. I applaud the fact that Johnny Depp was able to come to the stand to talk about what happened with him and Amber. I think that they both were very toxic toward each other. I believe in my heart that with the accumulation of, him and his opioid issues, pill issues, her issues, then you got this age difference of 20 years. That's like a whole generation and a half. You can say Amber was a gold digger. You can say that, she might have been in it for money or clout because, I mean, Johnny Depp is literally one of the most well known actors. Who would not want to be attached to Johnny Depp? A lot of his projects, he makes a lot of money for the studios. He commands a high salary. Of course, you want to be married and attached. He left his baby mama for her, a 14-year relationship. This might have been his karma moment. This might be something that he has to live with. Having left his, baby mama, and I hate to use that term, but I wish it was another term that I could use, but it is what it is. In which he did not marry her. He had children with her. He left, that relationship with Vanessa to be with Amber Heard. And it seemed like the moment that Amber Heard really sunk in there into the marriage, about a year and a half into it, a lot of things came out. Of course. And this is actually an issue. I'm not gonna say that this is just an issue with men. This is an issue with a lot of marriages. The first woman he was with, Vanessa, they had a 14-year relationship, real low key. I don't even know if she might have actually showed up on a red carpet with him, but I follow celebrities a lot. I never really even heard much about Vanessa, so they was real low key. Okay, so he was with her for 14 years. They didn't get married. They had two beautiful children together. Still didn't even get married. This woman come along while he's, filming Rum Diaries with her, and she just slide on in there. She's younger. I think she met him. Let me see. She met him. She was in her 20s. Let me see. Okay, wait. Okay, she's 36 now. Rum Diaries came out in 2011. So, yeah, that was about 11 years ago. So, let me see. 35 minus 11. That's 24. Okay, so she met him when she was 24. Johnny Depp is 58. So, let me see. So, he met her when he was 47. Okay, so Johnny Depp met her when he was 47. Amber Heard was 24. Okay, so yeah, I'm getting this. He's already well established. He's already making hand over fist. because he filmed Rum Diaries in 2011. So yeah, he's already well established, rich. Meet her. She's young. She's pretty, and she's very pretty. And she's coming in between, you and your girlfriend. You know, after 14 years, I got questions about why he didn't go ahead and marry her because Vanessa is very, she's very gorgeous too. So of course, she's younger. She coming there. She's doing what she's doing, sliding to his thing. And it came out in court also, in the last day and a half that she had several family members that was living off of him. He was basically letting her family members live in various penthouses and stuff that he owns rent free. And I'm sure that he was giving them money in cash because, like I said, it's Johnny Depp. He's already made his money. So she was in a position of, let me slide in and do what I'm about to do. Young chick. And like I said, and this is for everybody, this is especially for women, but I'm not saying that this can't happen the other way. There's always going to be somebody trying to slide in there when the partner has money. I'm just going to keep it 100%. There's always going to be somebody trying to slide in when they know that that man or that woman got money. They're going to try to play their hand. So he met her when he did Run Diary. He was in his late 40s. By this time, I'm sure, his baby mama, she's a little bit older. And you got this young chick, you know, romancing him or flirting, whatever they do. And like I said, we can sit here and drag Amber Heard through the mud all night, but she's very pretty. She is extremely pretty. She looks very gorgeous. But she comes in here, she's doing her gold digging thing, look, sink, hook, sinker, whatever you want to say. He fell into it. He married her. Bottom line, he got his karma. You know, and I hate to say it, but she was in it for the money. She's young. She wants to play. She wants to be flirtatious. She wasn't there because she loved Johnny. She's not there because she cares about Johnny. She was there to bring up her status. Now, does that come with having to find out a lot more about somebody later? Yeah. Because when you live with somebody for a while, their real personality becomes exposed. The only defense I will give her is that I wish and I'm hoping that she got some type of counseling, therapy, or whatever she could to help her addictions. Obviously, she's addicted to something. She's obviously addicted to something. So I'm hoping that Amber Heard tried to reach out and get help. But just like Johnny Depp said on a stand, it took him several years to actually face the fact he had demons too. And he really tried to actually address getting the help later on. So I'm hoping that Amber Heard is actually doing that. So if that's one thing that comes out of this crazy case, it doesn't matter how much money you make. It doesn't matter how much clout you have. It doesn't matter what you got, what you don't got, who recognize you or whatever. These celebrities go through stuff the same way us poor people go through stuff. This was a toxic relationship to begin with. This girl was like 23, 24 when she met him on Rum Diaries. Johnny Depp was 46, 47. He hooked up with her. She's very cute. She might be a little cray cray, but she's very cute. She fits that image of Hollywood that Hollywood pushes. His baby mama, who he admitted he was with for 14 years. Johnny Depp left his baby mama for this woman. And this is the karma that he's getting. Now, he should have wifed up his baby mama because I've never heard any drama coming from his baby mama, but he left her to be with Amber. But again, this is outside of Johnny Depp just being rich. This is the fact that this woman swooped in and, she swooped in and took Vanessa's man. Yes, she married him. But the problem is that while Johnny was going through stuff with his addictions, Amber Heard was going through her stuff with her addictions too. And it affected both of them at the same time. It became toxic, it became explosive, it became something that neither one of them could actually get a grasp on because you had two addicts, rich addicts, living in the house with endless wealth and notoriety. Now, yes, there are some juicy parts coming up with the upcoming testimony, which I will definitely keep an eye on when he gets cross-examined. One being how much this actually affected his career. I know it has actually blasted away his career. He ain't got no movies coming out. I think he finally got hired for one. But before this happened, yes, Johnny Depp was working regularly and being paid millions. How much he'll get now, I don't know. Now, also, I applaud Johnny for speaking his truths. He's saying a lot of things that has literally made him vulnerable, that has really opened up people to look at Hollywood, that has forced people to come out and say, you know what? Johnny is a human being. Johnny is just like us, but he has a lot of extra zeros in his bank account. We can say that. I am hoping and praying that both of them long term get the counseling, therapy, and continuing assistance they need long term to try to continue to let go of addiction. Again, if this is one thing that we can take away from this trial, there's been so much dirty laundry aired in this trial. It saddens me, but again, I want to stress that they're not the only people going through a toxic relationship. What makes this case stand out is they're rich, they're famous, they're gorgeous. They have access to wealth, money, and privilege that us normal people don't have, that we honestly we fantasize about, that we love to be able to look at and say, wow, I want to live like that. I want to be like that. But we have to know that from the outside looking in, everything is not gold. So I'm going to keep following this. Excuse me, I got a dry throat. I am going to actually go ahead and move on to the next case that I'm following today for legal matters because this was another one. ASAP Rocky and Rihanna. Holy crap, coming back from Barbados. ASAP Rocky was arrested today, and Rihanna was there, and he has been detained, y'all. Detained. And this is sad on the strength that being in her third trimester, They already had to deal with this cheating stuff, allegations last week. Now they got to sit up here and deal with this arrest this week. This is just too messy. This is too much. I'm hoping that Rihanna is sitting somewhere trying to de stress because, as a mother myself, I don't know if I could actually handle this. It's too much stress. But also, I understand that the police have to do their own investigation, et cetera, et cetera. Try to figure out what is going on with ASAP Rocky. And the incident he's been accused of is stemming from an incident from early November in which he's accused of pulling out a thing to put pawpaws on someone and hurt them. So his home was raided and he was detained. So this is breaking news on that aspect. And like I said, I'm hoping for the best for Rihanna. This is a mess. This is a mess, y'all. I believe he's still locked up. TMZ has not done an update. So I believe he is still locked up. And the police can hold you forever for questioning. They can hold you for questioning. So no word on if he's been let out of questioning or if he's been cuffed or whatever. So as this develop, I'm going to come back and talk more about it. But like I said, this whole day of legal messes has just been messy. So I definitely want to know what you guys think. Like, share, and subscribe. And if you can donate, my cash app is money symbol Nina 44132. And until next time, you guys be safe. And until the next time, love you, fam, and enjoy your evening. Bye, guys.